There are worse things than to... My temporary master was a bloodthirsty one, ready to charge into battle at even a glimpse of a monster's tail. A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford...
I won't seek your company, but nor shall I spurn it. I have a request to make of you. Interested? For what it's worth. Thanks.
Sure. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Batal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty...
Ah! Pray, save your strength for our enemies, Arisen!
You there! What are you doing? Escort this guest of ours inside.
These writings could be of import.
Welcome, welcome. In the market for... Ah, now here's someone with good taste. There's no finer pairing of flavors in all the world, as I'm sure you'll agree. I'm inclined to let you in on a little secret that only those blessed with refined palates can truly appreciate. We get our newt liquor by way of the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. I have no idea what they get up to over there, and I don't much care to find out. But it must have aught to do with Saurians, as they sell me their tales by the dozen. That is how we come to enjoy this fine liqueur, my friend. A plentiful supply of fresh Saurian tales. If you've a mind to prepare some yourself, you ought to pay a visit to the dye stores. There, they bring the tales in the dead of night. You'll want to get them soaking in spirits post-haste. The fresher they are, the more flavorful your liqueur will be.
'Tis most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
We shall remain here.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Yeah, ain't funny really. But seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Ha! Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it neither, even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets, eh? They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? Ah, his mum was a comely lass. Don't remember. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. It was hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for him. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole.
What do you want now? What? He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me, then what about all those kids? He can't have... No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
I'd fight better if I had an out to keep me warm.
Good to see you, Master. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Yes, Master.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
Ox carts offer an easy journey, if not a comfortable one.
Tis preferable to walking everywhere, that's for certain. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Same foe again.
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
What's the make of this?
Stop!
That's not enough.
Seems you're...
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Surely not.
These beings are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Don't crack it. No harm shall come to you.
That was well...
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
Let me be the one to collect it. Look here, a path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loose from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Come to think of it, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's I can see no path to take us onward. It seems we've hit a dead end. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
You scared? Should be.
Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle. But knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray. But as you say, here's a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
You? This your work, then? I came to get my vengeance, only to find all those who could give it to me already dead. Fie. Seems my entire life's a farce, and I'm the only one not laughing. I don't rightly know where to go from here. What am I to do now? An honest life, huh? What a lark. This is the only life I've ever known. It's too late for me to change paths now. Oi. Listen. Do you really think someone like me could live an honest life after all that's happened? I've always wanted to try. Earning an honest living, I mean. But what could I do? Not sure, and no one would want me working for him, would they? You know of a place I could work? Where? You think I could work there? But true? What? You went out and looked for a job for me? But why? Why would you put yourself to all that trouble? Give it a try, I suppose. Not sure how it'll turn out, but it's a start at least. I'll do my best not to make a mess of it. Oh, and thank you, cuz.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I'll put this to use.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
The only reason I am here is to fell the dragon.
I've just discovered a hidden route. Where might it take us, I wonder?
How extraordinary. It would surely have escaped my eye.
Excellent work.
It would seem our fight is not yet done.
We fight. To arms.
It is easily done.
Prepare yourself!
I cannot claim to be fond of spiders, but ones of this size aren't like to cause any harm.
Untamable, as far as beasts go.
Really now? What are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless.
Right where I want you.
On my way.
Foremost priority is to douse those flames.
I need only trust in the strength of my will.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. Oh, I should tell you. There's a forgotten rift stone nearby. I found it beyond the rift. Shall we go there now?
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Then I shall remain by your side. Need of healing arisen.
We were battle ready when they found us. This shan't take long.
Understood.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
harm shall come to you!
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush.
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
I shall lead the charge!
By your lead.
Stay right there! I'll be with you in a trice!
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Slim pickings of late.
him a lesson.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master.
Oi there, cuz. Come to check up on me, have you? No need. I'm faring all right. Turns out I'm not too bad at this. I think. I mean, I'm trying my hardest, like I said I would, but there's a lot I just don't know yet. Still, I've kept my hands clean, that much I can promise you. Wouldn't it be right to do otherwise? Not when you were the one who found me this work. If I did slip back into my old habits, your name would suffer for it more than mine. Tell is, ought to... Ha! Brilliant! Where you heading, cuz? Mind if I tag along?
Here's a welcome sight.
Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
Come to think of it, had things only turned out differently at the coronation. What baleful arts could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawns?
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance? Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
We are to aid Sir Gregor. We must needs make the Ill-Doer's rescue.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
You? What are you doing? I have not told aid to come.
Heaven me! I'll gladly take any number of foes. I'm not going to avoid it. It is fight or die. quarrel here. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp could be
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing.
Fie! I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive, but I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case, and when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, though I dare say... Right. Oh, and if I've not said it yet...
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
Over here, if you please.
My thanks, sir.
My thanks.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
He who was dragon-forged, eh? Perhaps we ought to seek out this man and his wisdom in Harv village. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Always sets me to slim pickings of late.
On, have a look.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
We meet again, Arisen. An unexpected reunion.
Now here's a welcome.
But now is not the time to
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new... How very charming.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
What a racket!
Not much going on.
I'm in fine fettle today.
We ought to deliver the letter to Sir Ernesto. We shall find him at the encampment on Agamemnon.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you come to enjoy the waters of the curative spring yourself? The injury I sustained in Her Majesty's defense is healing steadily, yet 'twill be some time afore I am ready to leave. Though I am grateful for this opportunity to convalesce, I grow restless, as there is a matter I wish to investigate post-haste. Perhaps you would look into it on my behalf? I wish to know the identity of the villain who orchestrated the attempt on the Empress's life. The rogue you captured has been questioned at length, but last I heard has yet to reveal this information. Methinks you might fare better at breaking his silence.
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new adventure. A treasure chest? My mistake. 'Tis merely another spot for gathering materials.
I'm always up for a drink.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Vermin's got a new sovereign, then. 'Twas bound to happen sometime.
Greetings. It's healing waters, always a pleasure.
Even the best of us. My jaw aches. Plenty of gossip to be
Precious
I ought to keep practicing till the last moment. Nice to see everyone out and about.
Admirable work. I do say so myself.
Buy me a farm. That'll be the day.
Trade favors the patient,
Brings
I always
life
say.
to my old bones.
Ought to take a moment to replenish my strength.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Just a short rest, then I'll be off.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Crowds can be troublesome. I best be on my guard.
Wonder what rumors the day has in store.
Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Speak your will and I'll see it done. Ought you need of me?
Fancy a look at my wares?
I feel as good as new. Let the adventure continue. I'll be ready to tackle whatever comes.
Near a dull moment when you're about.
Do you feel the ground tremble underfoot? 'Tis proof that the volcano is very much awake.
Be on your guard. The monsters here are prone to frenzy.
I have all come here when I was day to myself.
Over here, if you would.
Pray, hold a moment. Have you some business in our encampment? You may call me Ernesto. I have been charged with overseeing the patrols here on Volcanic Island. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to simply wander about as you please. Might I inquire as to what brings you here? You came all the way out here to deliver this to me? 'Twas most generous of you, sir. Now, pray, grant me a moment to pen a missive of my own. Here you are. Would you be so kind as to deliver this to a man by the name of Barbas? You will find him in the Agamemnon ruins, not far from here. Do this and the author of that letter shall be afforded refugee status. I trust you understand the importance of this task.
This needs to be delivered. Shall we see it done?
Shall we deliver the letter to Sir Barbas in the Agamemnon ruins, Master? If you will be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you sent.
Well now, isn't this lad? Someone who knows the way.
Do your vocation proud.
You must stay clear of fire!
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Lose it! Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
That was superb, Arisen!
This brute has quite a temper. It's hard to order your body. That means getting within range of its maw. Be wary.
Other heart is exposed! What is
worthy of fortune. Lord Saber.
We meet again.
On my way! Then I shall remain by your side.
There's a ballista arisen.
Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt 'twould catch our foes unawares. You'd think they'd have learned from that last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our result.
No quarrel here.
Keep the enemy occupied, and I'll make short work of them.
A wise strategy.
No harm shall come to you!
Let us see what you're made of!
Our enemies have grown in number. This battle's end is more distant than I'd hoped.
I've been carrying around a hunk of meat for just such an occasion. The beast shan't be able to resist this.
I shall have to inform my own master.
We would do well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all simpler. Look out, Arisen! Another attack!
I've got a
Over here, if you please.
A flawless execution. Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint.
Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
On my way! I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Any last words?
I will protect you.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
The only reason I am here
Hi, I'm Barbas. What do you want? Brought something for me, have you? Let's have a look then. Very well. You may leave this matter in my hands. I wouldn't worry too much. I've no doubt this poor exile's request will be approved. You've done a good thing this day, sir. I know 'tisn't much, but I want you to have this.
Huzzah! You done it! With any luck, Sir Akakios shall know peaceful days at last.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
"'Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
This is clearly designed to carry us somewhere. It could prove useful.
Beg pardon if my hospitality's a bit lacking, sir. My duties tending to the excavation tools take up most of my time. But if you seek a bed and you've the coin, 'tis yours. No questions asked.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Well met, sir.
Whatever's to be done.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
A treasure chest. Oh, I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
Ugh. Ugh.
Brigands lurking about.
What are ye doing here? Come to laugh at me, have ye? Suppose it must make ye feel a hero, seeing the man ye caught yourself sitting behind bars. But ye ain't fool enough to think the Empress is safe now I'm in here, are ye? Coin's a fine thing. Even in a place like this, it's got its uses. Reckon ye must be touched in the head, giving coin to a would-be murderer just to hear his story. Still, suppose I'm no longer a part of this, so I'll tell ye a little something, as thanks for your generosity, cuz. I got this job by way of the Coral Snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake. Lucky for ye, there's one right here in the jail. Reckon ye must be touched. Suppose I'm no longer a part of this. I got this job. If you want to know who... Ugh.
I'll admit, I did... worry you'd forgotten me.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
So, the brigand claims to have been employed by the Coral Snakes. Interesting. Whoever is truly behind this has covered their tracks well. But if Her Majesty is to be protected, we must flush the betrayer out at all costs. Might I beg a moment of your time, Sir Arisen? What I'm about to reveal is known only to a select few in all Batal. I trust you will be prudent. During his interrogation, the brigand let slip that another assassin would be sent to kill the Empress. In the name of caution, Her Majesty has taken up residence in a location known only to me. There she will remain till the danger has passed. My plan is thus. You will inform the Coral Snakes of the Empress's location. A false one, of course. Tell them that you have her in your custody. And that if they wish to confirm her identity, they must come to the empty abode south along Flamebearer Palace Road. 'Tis my hope that this will lure the mastermind to the fore. For you.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around? I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Pfft. What do you want? You've got the Empress? This some kind of jape? Suppose the fact you're telling this to me means you're in the know. You one of us? Right then. I'll pass these tidings along to our interested party. Where should I tell them to find you? The empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path, is it? Fair enough. Fear not. I'll arrange for the interested party to meet you in the empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path.
Lurking about. I'd fight better if I had an elf to keep me warm. At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Well,
That's enough for you.
it is all a matter of practice, I'm sure.
Well met, sir. How do they think?
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Step lively. Journey... Starlights will make for a nice change of pace.
Ready to forge on?
At least here I can enjoy my own garden. Naught untoward shall occur on my watch.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Naught untoward shall occur on my watch.
I could die happy in a place like this, I could.
What's your problem? Leave off.
Where'd I put those tools?
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
What to do?
I serve is cruel.
I could see my... The tower atop the ruins, Moonglint Tower, 'tis called, is always enveloped in clouds, no matter the weather. No one's seen its zenith in living memory. Mayhap a search of the ruins would reveal aught. Not that I'd volunteer. Truth be told, I'd sooner leave this place and resume my post at the castle. An ill feeling pervades my heart whenever I look up there. Though
I've a mind to sing.
I'm dead tired. Leave off.
naught untoward shall occur on my watch.
I could die happy in a place like this.
Tisn't easy doing what I do, I'll have you know.
Barely lift their swords. Quarrels are like to spark up when people gather.
I don't what they use.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
A lonely place.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
Looking for aught in particular?
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
Sir Arisen, I take it you have given the coral snakes the information we discussed. Then the villain behind Her Majesty's assassination will doubtless be compelled to act with all due haste. And so must we. Let us begin our preparations presently.
The sight of Yonok's cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
It would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Might I implore you to play the part of a bandit, Sir Arisen? As one of Her Majesty's champions, my face is like as not to be known to our villain. I have also employed the aid of a woman resembling Her Majesty in stature and build. She will fulfill the role of Empress during the exchange.
No, Manella. We must go ourselves.
Your Majesty, I don't think...
Should the ruse be discovered too soon, the renegade may flee and escape justice. We must confront them, so that our land and its people may ne'er endure such uncertainty again.
Understood. Then I shall guard your majesty with my life. We must needs be ready for whate'er comes, Sir Arisen. Pray, tell me when you are prepared.
It seems you are called upon to act alone, so we pawns shall join your audience. I do hope you play your part well.
Indeed, you are correct.
I suspect the villain will approach under cover of night. Are your preparations concluded? I am glad to hear it, and not a moment too soon. We have received word that someone approaches our location. Find a way to loosen the villain's tongue. I shall remain hidden till the opportune moment presents itself.
I am come. Would you kindly open the door? Let us not waste time. I am here to confirm the identity of your captive and naught else. Where might she be? Indeed. 'Tis the Empress and none other. Fortunately for you. Had it been anyone else, your head would now be free of its shoulders. 'Tis by the coral snake's failure that she yet lives. I trust you are prepared to rectify this mistake. Go on. Kill her. That is far enough. You must forgive me. I suspected foul dealings from the moment I heard the Empress was being held here. However, with this display you have earned my trust. In truth, she cannot die here. We must have her meet her, and in a place more fitting. Tell me, do you know what it takes to inspire action in this world? Tragedy. Yes, tragedy. The emotion that floods forth in the wake of such events can change the world entire.
Consider what a tragedy of singular measure, such as that of a great leader martyred for her ideals, could achieve. Why?
A worthy funeral pyre for an empress. Wouldn't you agree? And so Her Majesty's tragedy must be made a spectacle of, that all Batal might bear witness and shed tears of blood.
So this was your aim. It all becomes clear.
On your knees! We have you surrounded. Sir Armhild! So it was you!
Manella, this little ruse was your doing, I suppose. And as for your Majesty, I must say I am disappointed. You would go so far to save your own neck, rather than do what is best for the future of this country.
We understand what you desired to achieve, yet we also believe that no ideal can truly be born from bloodshed. Perhaps you will ponder this in your solitude. By our authority as Empress, we hereby place you under arrest.
Sir Ermhild's was a vile plot. I only hope she is the...
We pity Ermhild, but her ideals are not our own. We do not believe that Batal would be best served by a martyred Empress.
I shall escort Sir Ermhild to her cell. I cannot say...
I suppose we might as well gather what we can. oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Well, you pulled that off with nary a hitch. This will be a rude shock for our foe to find you pinched their loot.
Common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Look around if you must. My services don't come... Sheep mind. You're welcome.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Look as long as you please. Do come again.
Looking for aught
in particular?
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?